The 50 Shades of Grey film series is the most entertaining piece of shit to come out in a long time. A trilogy of films where literally not a single fucking thing happens. But hey, there sure is sex scenes! Based on books which apparently are Twilight fan fiction, but with less fags and more bangs, the books were a hit with middle-aged women all over the world. Starring probably the worst on-screen couple since, well, Edward and Bella I guess. Christian Grey is a controlling serial killer and Anastasia Steele is just fucking boring. The trilogy's entire plotline could be summed up in about one sentence, but for those who have not seen it, I don't want to spoil anything, so let's get to it. First, let's look at the first film, 50 Shades of Grey. And yes, the film has a grey colouring to it.
Do you get it?
We see our main man getting ready for a run. Bit of trivia, this is actually Jamie Dornan running away from the producers asking him to do a sequel. Also, that music you're hearing, get used to it because almost every song in the film sounds like this. So, from what I gather, Anna's roommate is meant to be interviewing Christian Grey because he's a rich guy, but she's either ill or she can't be fucked, I'm not quite sure, so she asks Anna to do it. First off, would I fuck do this for someone? This is fraud. But Anna's okay with it I guess, so whatever. So she heads to Grey's workplace, which I think is in telecommunications, I'm not sure. Then, this happens. Because that felt natural, so we're treated to some riveting dialogue.
I just wonder if perhaps your heart might be a bit bigger than you want to let on.
There's some people who say that I don't have a heart at all.
Why would they say that?
Because they know me well.
What the fuck?
The interview ends and we are given this shot. Remember this because it ends up being hilarious.
Anastasia.
Christian?
So a bunch of nothing happens, then we see Anna at her workplace, and wouldn't you know it, Stalker of the Year shows up looking for tools which you can only assume he will use to fucking kill someone?
Do you stock cable ties? Masking tape?
You want anything else?
Yes.
Rope.
By this point you probably start to notice that these two have so little chemistry you begin to wonder how on earth this man is going to end up inside her. And you're right, there isn't even any form of spark between them, thus making any scene with them together boring to sit through, which is a problem when almost every scene is just these two talking to each other. So Anna goes on a night out and Christian, being the oh so romantic, demands to know where she is right this second and gets angry at her for drinking.
Where are you? Anastasia, have you been drinking?
Listen to me. I want you to go home right now.
Oh my god, it's a dream!
Christian kidnaps her and she wakes up in his bed the next morning and oh my god, won't they just kiss already? Oh, there we go. Worth noting that we are 30 minutes in and there's still no sex scene. Not I personally care, but if this film's whole point is to be a sexy romp, then it's failing on that front too. Now for the first proper date, rather than going to dinner, he takes her out in a fucking helicopter. Now that's all fine, but with him piloting, I don't know if I trust him with his skills.
Christian, what is that?
Eventually, Christian reveals to Anna his playroom.
Oh my god.
So Christian tells us that he's into BDSM and tells Anna of his desires.
Do women do this to you, or do you...
I do this to women. With women. Women who want me to.
So 45 minutes in and hooray, we get a sex scene. It's done to a slow pop song and lasts for all of a minute, so thank God for that at least. From here on we enter the pattern that the films will follow. Anna and Christian have sex, they argue, don't resolve anything, so they have sex.
Fucking kill me.
I'm not exaggerating when I say for like the rest of the runtime almost nothing happens. Eventually Anna decides to sign this contract that she must sign for Christian but on her own terms.
Page 1. Strike out my old address and replace with a new one.
An oversight. Duly noted.
Page 3, section 1520. The submissive shall submit to any sexual activity demanded by the dominant and shall do so without hesitation or argument.
After that scene, nothing happens for a while longer, then we see Christian giving a talk at our school on how he plans to end world hunger.
Goal: to help eradicate hunger and poverty across the globe.
Okay, good luck with that.
I myself have known what it's like to be profoundly hungry.
We are then given the film's big scene. A scene I can't really show you, but it goes on for like 5 minutes, so I guess this is what people bought their ticket for rather than just, oh I don't know, watching porn. For some reason the only thing they seem to do outside of fuck and argue is fly planes, but fuck that, we have to get to the best moment in the film. Anna begins to realise that she maybe shouldn't be in a relationship with this heat case, and Christian gives us his big Oscar moment.
So there is a reason. Tell me. Do you want to punish me right now?
Yes. I want to punish you right now.
What if I told you that I feel the same way about being punished as you do about me touching you? Would you still want to punish me then?
No. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't need to.
Why?
Anna, stop.
Why do you need to?
Because it's the way I am! Because I'm 50 shades of fucked up.
I'm guessing he looked away from the camera there because there is no way any actor on this earth could deliver that line with a straight face. After that, Christian says fuck it and just shows her what he wants to do to her and whacks it about a bit. Anna doesn't really like it. Right, so I get the fact that Christian's very abusive and Anna should get out of there, but if you sign up for this kind of stuff then surely that isn't the point that you decide to leave. She leaves Christian and...
Anna.
Christian.
Yep, told you so. Well, that's 50 Shades of Grey, and although it is terribly acted, the script's awful and nothing happens, I can't help but admit that it's quite fun to sit through in a so bad it's kind of good way. Plus, I can confirm that after this, things only get better.